Say that again, please.
China.
China. Oh, okay. Okay. Because, my team is spread like all over.
Oh, really? That's pretty good.
Oh, I think we are live now. Sorry, guys. I think we are.
Lovely. Cool.
Yeah. So here we go. Hello, listeners. Hello, everyone. Welcome to PlatON Air. I'm Tia from PlatON World, and I am the host today. First of all, let's welcome our two guests here, James and Sean. James is the CTO of PlatON, who has very rich experience in business architecture and the technical architecture of financial systems. Hello, James.
Hey, hello, everyone. This is James. Actually, Sean, we were talking about who is in which city. I'm in Tokyo right now, and from today, Tokyo announced the whatever risk level just to the next stage, so nobody can eating outside from 8.
All right.
Sean Kim, yeah, Sean, hi, Sean. Sean Kim has 8 years of experience in the IT sector. He has developed mining software for cybercraft and created a cloud mining management application. Today, he comes to our live studio as the founder of Ascent and the founder of a serious Web3 browser. Hello, Sean.
Hi. I appreciate that introduction. That's very kind of you. Yeah, so I'm very excited, to be here with within your network and your audience, and I hope I can, contribute with the content I have today for you guys. And I'm very excited to be working together as a partner with your network and your products. Yeah.
Thank you. So let's move on our topic today. As we know, PlatON and Ascent have established a strategic partnership a few days ago. What advantages do you both see in each other's projects, and what are the current and the future directions of cooperation between PlatON and Ascent?
Okay, so basically, from the technical perspective, we are revising ways to allow our users to integrate PlatON dApps and also integrate your blockchain into our wallet. So our customers and our clients can also use your services in a much more friendlier way, in a user-friendly way, so we can contribute to a form of acceleration of mass adoption of both of our ecosystems. So to me, it seems like a very good deal, and it's a great contribution to the industry in general, because we have our wallet and we have a wallet that supports multiple chains. As you know, we have finished Tron integration, and the purpose of that is to allow the user to relax and diminish the studying time. It seems like people need to study blockchain quite a lot to start using these applications, and that's one of the major hurdles still to this day. So I think the basic approach for us is to allow our partners and ourselves to benefit by allowing people to get a closer, more friendlier approach to blockchain technology, and then also allow smoother integration between chains, so people can move between chains in a much more friendlier way, non-technical way. And that's the basic idea of all interaction between us and PlatON and all the other partners. So in that way, we can also allow your ecosystem to also publish and launch stuff within our product line or within our stores, and then we can share the traffic and then create a mainstream sort of environment, So that's the vision I have, and I'm very excited. So I got a lot of work to do, Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very much agree with Sean, because right now the blockchain ecosystem, different universe born
Yeah.
there and here and everywhere, and the future is pretty bright. So we need to connect with each other. We need to really heading to this so-called metaverse. So PlatON as the unique one. So we do have one is blockchain as a settlement infrastructure. Another one is a privacy preserving algorithm as the data protection or whatever algorithm protection, right? That's for the data ownership and usage, etc. And plus the privacy AI. So we are trying to merge as a new force in this blockchain universes, provide new capability, which I could see is after we 100% kind of compatible with Ethereum, lots of like ecosystem, this kind of dApps can be smoothly migrated and live and making profit on PlatON, as well as other kind of blockchain universe. And plus PlatON provide the cryptography algorithm, data protection, and privacy AI brain, etc. There will be new potentials for other dApps. I'm really happy to see like leaders like Sean, you guys are try to remove the headache and heading to the future and leverage what PlatON has, the unique power PlatON has, and show it to the outside world. That will really help the ecosystem of PlatON to grow healthily. We also really need feedbacks from these industry experts like Sean and any other teams. Then we can grow together. So that's my view of this cooperation. Really excited.
Yeah, I
Thank
totally
you.
agree. Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
both of you. And what are the pain points of blockchain industry that PlatON and Ascent technologies products can tackle? What are the future directions of both sides?
Okay, so the future direction. So should I go first?
Yes, please go first, Sean.
Okay. So let me see if I understood the question correctly. So you want insights on the future direction for both of us, or you want the future direction regarding our Ascent ecosystem? Or better yet, okay, I can talk about our direction and where we can create business value for the general consumer. Okay. So basically, we have successfully integrated a technology we call Odin, which is the Osiris desktop application interface, which is it's a very unique piece of technology, and we are supporting the dApp store as the first dApp, excuse me, as the first dApp that is consumer friendly from the front end. So what Odin can do is actually, we have successfully integrated, we're testing in our labs, and it's very exciting because we can render very high performance applications, like games, for example, built with very powerful tools. I can't reveal all the details because you don't want me to unwrap all the presents I have for you guys, and our team is working. But we are already testing a high performance based sort of like a development tool that allows industry high quality, high performance sort of graphics or applications within blockchain ecosystems. So with that said, we can, for example, develop a VR-based metaverse, which we are again, there is a product that we're excited about, but I cannot mention all these details very much because we have a business schedule, and you know, I have to be careful not to spill out all of our presence. But yeah, we are able to render high performance applications with the browser. So the browser will play a vital role, but it's gonna, the value proposition of the browser will be expanded to the point where we support the Dev Store as becoming the Steam of blockchain. And with that, we hope that any of our partners can also develop very high performance level applications. And we're going to release more details through our GitHub, and you know, in a way that we can protect our assets, but also share and increase our credibility. At the same time, we will provide the tools for our partners to be able to take advantage of the hard work that we do, so you guys can launch your projects as meta applications within our metaverse service. We're building a metaverse as a service. So it's not exactly just a product. It's not exactly just a game, but we have a very specific direction that we're going to release in the future. More details about that in the near future, very near future. But I really want to tell you when, but I can't because my business team has been pressuring me not to reveal all the secrets, but it's very exciting. So I suggest you guys naturally just stay tuned to our community, our Twitter, and for PlatON, it's going to be a much bigger value proposition because we may provide a infrastructure level launchpad sort of services with our first steps, such as Dev Store. So that's the macro level concept and vision that we have. I really want to talk about the deep technical integration aspects of that, but I think we have to progress with stages gradually. And yeah, just stay patient, guys, because we are working really hard. And our lab is operating as 120%. We work on the weekend at night. It's because we're very excited about the work we do. Actually, I can't even call it work because it's something that I love doing. So it's unfair for me to call it work, but yeah, so that's our future vision. I hope that helps you understand.
Yes, it's James too.
Yeah, let me share my view on this. Let's just talk broadly. From the global kind of right now, the situation, etc., we feel the future of more distributed, not centralized system is the future. And also from the humans' digital life, we feel more and more be controlled by the Web2 big firms, which is we contribute something, but there's no kind of return. So all of this, we are expecting a new distribution platform, more domestic, more democracy prone distribution platform, a new economic model. So that's a core contribution PlatON want to contribute. And technically, we need to build up the trust between this contribution versus distribution. And how to trust with each other. The blockchain had made a good example, right? From Bitcoin, from Ethereum, and now we try to do further on the use case, how to encourage people or encourage institution or even encourage a government or nation to contribute the valuable data, protected valuable data onto a new ecosystem. So the distribution, fair distribution, can link it with the contribution. So there will be a lot of like a technical issue we need to resolve, like the typical TPS and how to make the business successful, the cost of the transaction, and also the legal right? The political governance and the legal, the laws, etc., are quite behind. So we are, as a pioneer, try to build up a new world with the delayed regulation. So we need to make a lot of breakthroughs, and the sample of the dApps, the demo of the dApps, to educate not only the crypto community member, but also the traditional lawmakers, etc. So that's where I see PlatON will play an important role. We try to call the global cooperation with all the excellent teams and make up the good demo on PlatON infrastructure and show those people around us this is the proper, correct future of the digital world of the human. Then we can enjoy the future with dignity, with a very happy mode, etc. Thank you, Mia. Back to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's an awesome philosophy. I really second that. Yeah, that's very respectful. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Well, let's do it together.
Yeah. Let's do it together. We gotta, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Sean has mentioned about the metaverse. So I think the hot topic recently is the metaverse. So how do you guys think about the metaverse? Do PlatON and Ascent have a presence in metaverse and Web3? So I think Sean go first as usual.
Yeah, that's a very exciting question. You know, that's one of the reasons why I'm alive right now. I live for that. So, you know, this metaverse, it's a very exciting ecosystem that companies are building. So we have a very specific idea on what we want to do. We're already building a metaverse as a service. So it's VR based, photorealistic graphics rendered in with a tool that I cannot reveal yet, but you guys are gonna, the community will know in time. And we're gonna be releasing actual in-service footage and how Ascent works in unison within this platform. This service, it's not a game, it's a service. The reason why we call it a service is because we're creating I wouldn't say a virtual world, because we're creating a photorealistic virtual world that can augment our real physical life. So in this aspect, we're also, from the architectural perspective, we're working with design tools that allows businesses to build meta businesses inside this space, this unlimited space, where NFTs and crypto-based decentralized monetization of our services as users, as consumers, as developers, as companies can be better rewarded, the reward that we deserve. As James already mentioned, people's labor is being extorted out of them, because if you add content to Instagram, for example, you don't get a dime from it, but they make trillions off of that, right? So these things we can make justice with our IT architecture together. So for example, companies like ecosystems like PlatON, we're designing our tools in a way that other businesses can build businesses inside this virtual world that may even look more real than our physical world, but it is designed to expand our perception of physical world experience. So in a way, the metaverse that we're creating is designed to improve the experience of our physical world, this world, not the meta world. So it is centered on building businesses. There's going to be a Web3 metaverse version of a service like YouTube, for example. And we can't build everything. What we do is we build a basic layer foundation for companies to build these things on top. And if we have partners such as PlatON, we can allow, because we have interchain transfers and interchain transactions are very common these days. And that is the part where a lot of the business value will be placed. So because we support multi-chains, we are going to support multi-chains. And that's the architecture that we're going to discuss more in details. There's going to be a time where we will have much more active discussions. Our tech teams are going to have much more active discussions in time. So when we lay this foundation, people will have entire businesses, entire creators, like they will be trading goods that, are perceived and valued as real goods in real life, or even more than that. So I think that's where the metaverse applications and the Web3, the future of Web3 is headed. And it's coming sooner or later. It's not a matter of if this is going to happen or not. It's a matter of when, and it's a matter of when and how fast we move towards it. So we have decided to play that infrastructure layer part. So all our partners or businesses can play their roles on top of this infrastructure layer that we're laying out there. So that's the vision. And you will see more products and web services and screenshots and actual product in-service footages pretty soon, like very soon, because we're already experimenting. We already testing it in our labs at this moment every day. So it's crazy. I can't sleep, thinking about this because it's so exciting. Yeah, but that's my answer to your question.
James?
Okay, yeah. I guess adding more, added some points from my side.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I found quite interesting. Recently, one is the I think there is Disney or who else? I just tweeted on my Twitter. They try to apply for a patent of build up a metaverse. That's one interesting thing. Another one, there was a pretty famous like a game company. They kind of ran out of cash, etc. They announced we are going to close the service, and there are so many people complaining. The digital asset, the skin or whatever weapon they used to have had earned it in the old game,
Mm-hmm.
they can no longer earn it. They will just be destroyed because the platform is gone. So here it gave me an alert. And so metaverse very hot, it's true, but most people just thinking it as a virtual digital world, but missed it or overlooked the key points. Who should own the metaverse? The metaverse, in my view, it should be a trusted, distributed metaverse. If it's not, it's still a centralized platform. For example, if Nintendo or Sony or Microsoft, they have a pretty cool game like Facebook, right? They are also building their metaverse, but it's still a centralized. You join it, you play with it, service very good, enjoy quite a good benefit, but it won't live long. So any company, for the startups, there was a statistical after 10 years, how many? I think a quarter will bankrupt, and after 10 years or 20 years, so the mega companies, they are kind of their original profit model is against the new decentralized metaverse. What I want to see is we, as a blockchain driven platform or ecosystem, we try to build up a decentralized metaverse, which people will own the asset, digital asset by themselves. Nobody can close this platform, get their digital asset or digital ID away, so they will lost their digital face, right? So that's the direction I want to push PlatON to go. So there will support a value change of value in the digital world, multiple digital phase. You have more freedom. So in this situation, you are one individual or one kind of figure, and in a different situation, you are another type of hero or whatever, right? But all of this, what you have done, you can bring them cross-chain or cross-platform, so nobody can really get all your credit away from you. So that's the one I really want to see in the future, and that's also why PlatON's privacy AI network try to become the infrastructure to contribute. Yeah, back to you. Yeah.
Thank you. Good points, both of you. Thank you
Yeah.
for your sharing. Here we have an insert tips for our communities. You can scan the QR code here and sign up for the lucky draw. We'll randomly pick 5 users to receive the letter award by the end. So next, we have selected a few questions from 2 communities that we need James and Sean to answer for us, please. So first of all, those questions collected from the PlatON community. Question 1, can you share with us the recent progress of team and what new plans PlatON and Ascent have for 2022? Sorry.
Okay, Sean, I will go first for this question.
Okay, please do. Yeah.
Yeah. So on PlatON side, in the history, we will build up the blockchain infrastructure and test it for many years. I cannot really see that. It was very heavy testing. So we are kind of living in one area with core team and try to make it better. But recently, the plans of PlatON is to deliver this privacy AI network. So we are very close to our goal, but the goal is pretty big. So we need to reach it step by step. In the recent, very recent release, first of all, we try to make PlatON be backward compatible with Ethereum. So all the Ethereum dApps, so without privacy preserving, without AI, whatever, can be migrated easily onto PlatON. So that's step 1. Step 2, there is a privacy algorithm roadmap. There will be multiple cryptography algorithms supported by PlatON, and we try to make up some protocol. So how to really use ZKP for certain use case, and we make up this protocol. You can use it, and also there will be a special protocol for secure multi-party computation, etc., etc. So that's the roadmap for the privacy preserving algorithms. And the most recent one is the privacy AI network. So we combine this blockchain and the privacy algorithms together, and finally got the very first privacy AI network for testing recently. So anyone who has interest, please join us. I do think that the feedback and the contribution from the community is a really important power to make PlatON better, and we can enjoy the profit and the success afterwards together. But as I said, there will be step by step. So the privacy AI network will have multiple versions. So the first version we are going to release this year based on the current ongoing testing. And there will be multiple different versions because the data we want to protect, there are so many different data and so many different use cases. So I'm expecting experts can sit down with us to provide those insight of specific scenario. Then we can make up this or deliver together this special privacy AI network special protocols for different use cases. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. As we
Right.
know, you want to say something, Sean?
Yeah, okay. So basically, so I'll provide a vision regarding our near term, 2022, our agenda and where we are focused at right now. So I really respect the philosophy of protection of privacy that PlatON is truly, materializing. I think it's a great contribution. So these are aspects that we can't ignore. I think it's, the way how centralized IT infrastructure has driven the consumer culture and the way they do business. Companies such as, who, right? The main monopolized culprits. So these companies have created a sort of like IT culture that is very harmful. It's harming everyone. It's getting to the point where there is a lot of censorship of information. There's no such thing as free speech at the moment. And you know what I'm talking about, right? This is a real issue, and it's coming to the point where it could be life-threatening for certain places in the world, So we have to solve this issue. And I think the metaverse is if done correctly, if done in a decentralized way, if we do it correctly, and we need to implement very strong open source philosophy into the development environment. So algorithms such as censorship algorithms or governance assets, governance related assets within a metaverse service, things like this, or data exposure algorithm related assets. Why am I seeing what I'm seeing in front of my screen when I use this service? Those type of rules to allow you to understand in an easier way needs to be revealed, because that's not a company intellectual asset that is threatening, but it's more of it's a social issue to create a cleaner, more transparent, world. And that's something that we can't do without. It's not an option. It's more of a necessity at this point. So that's why, we're focusing on, at the same time, being able to provide technologies such as Odin. And we already have this technology ready in our labs. We're polishing and making it look like, much more industry grade, display to the user experience. So what we are focusing on is launching the mainnet smoothly. We already have the testnets running. We're already doing the tests already. It's already finished. And we're integrating it into Odin, using Odin to support DevStore, because DevStore is a user-friendly sort of a way, which is users are already familiar with. Users are already familiar with, for example, Play Store. Users are familiar with products such as App Store from Apple, or, Steam. So they don't need to study anything. They just click, play, buy. That's achieved in a consumer level by the DevStore. So we're going to support DevStore with Odin technology and use that to allow high performance applications to run using all of your resources in your computer. And at the same time, it looks fancy, but it's actually exactly, I think, in my opinion, is what we need. And at the same time, every asset that is related with data exposure or censorship or governance, or things such as search engines within metaverse applications. These things are serious topics that we are engaged in lively discussions. Search engine related algorithms within the metaverse experience. So these things need to be shared in the community openly, and allow the community to audit them anytime and participate in the product development and evolutionary stage. So these are some of the themes that we are exploring, and we want to do fast launches as much as we can. I can't reveal the technologies that are involved at this moment, but we will reveal a lot of information gradually in a way that is protective, because we have a mission. We think this is for me, it's almost a religious mission, because I have my own philosophies, but so these are the core technologies that we're exploring. So in conclusion, you might expect a faster movement with, the mainnet deployment and some performance-based applications, and a lot of focus on supporting DevStore with Odin. And when that's complete, I think, partners such as PlatON can really see more value, so we can drive all the traffic and drive some serious mainstream mass adoption. So we might be a quiet company that looks small. I cannot make any guarantees. I can only contribute with hard labor, but I will, you will see companies, become big, like out of nowhere. I see that coming. I see that coming. If you correctly do these applications and you deploy them with a sense of social responsibility and a pro-freedom libertarian mindset, then people will know. People will know, because people are not stupid. They already know what's wrong with the Meta Facebook architecture. It's obvious. It's obvious. It's a centralized system. So yeah, and major news networks are criticizing that already, So yeah, I think it's the right timing, and the consumers are getting very smart. So they just don't pay and use services. They care about the effects that these products create in their lives. There's a lot of negative effect, censorship of information, insemination of incorrect information, all of this stuff, So we don't see that as a challenge. We see that as an opportunity to create business value as a service, as a product, and, contribute to our partners' vision as well while doing that. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
As we know, Ascent plan have a very important role in every project. Do you guys have an Ascent program?
I can go first, but this time it's an ambassador, right? Me.
Yes.
Because recently I'm interviewing with many people globally applying for PlatON Developer Ambassador. So we do have, as PlatON, we do have an ambassador program. So there are multi-layers. One is the myself on IT side, I'm pretty in favor of the developer ambassador, because I need a builder, right? Need contributor to build up this infrastructure together. So I'm intensively interviewing and found out there are many candidates from Africa. We get 7 hours or 8 hours time gap with a very poor network. So we try to communicate, try to explain all the like share the objectives and to try to talk with each other. So we do have this developer ambassador, and there are other like a normal community ambassador. Of course, there will be PlatON's characteristic special stuff. So PlatON do things a little bit slow or carefully. So we do computation as a verifiable computation. We kind of do this ambassador program, also a verifiable ambassador program. So everyone feel free to join. We know each other and contribute a bit. Then we, based on the result, verify and then upgrade to next level, etc. So the program is there, and we're happy to have a bunch of like funding reserved it already for this program, and welcome people globally join us, especially from Asia. I haven't interviewed anyone from Asia yet, So, so just why this happened? So I'm in Tokyo, but nobody applied from Tokyo yet. The most close one is someone from Ukraine, from Europe, and then from Africa. So I do expecting, if you do have interest and watch this program, please apply, and then we can talk. So there are lots of opportunities, and PlatON is a relatively new ecosystem. It's a good chance to jump in to construct it together. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, back
Thank
to
you,
you.
James. Yeah, Sean.
Okay, so I don't think I understood the question correctly. Could you kindly repeat the question? Is this about an ambassador program?
Yes, it's about ambassador. Ambassador play a very important role in every project. Do you have an ambassador program?
Oh, yes. Okay, so we have recently we have deployed the it's sort of, we call it the referral program. And it's we have a unique pledging system that we have deployed, which we're going to increase the support for other chains. Right now, it's only supporting the Ethereum chain. It's a pledging system that we have it running already. However, we want to provide more value. We want to deploy more value creation with that, and proceed with a form of a reward-based, community-based, I would say, ambassador program, something similar of that nature. So we have laid out the foundation for that by deploying a unique code system for each participant. But our marketing team is, they have plans to move with that agenda. So more details are going to be revealed. I didn't, as a matter of fact, this is it's not the timing yet for me to talk about this, but I just providing that tip here a little bit earlier than expected. But yeah, we do have sort of a reward-based community sharing experience. The way how we're going to move in terms of the tech aspect is when you use the browser, you're going to be able to pledge Ascent on the browser. So that feature will come. So at the same time, when we're launching the Odin, so by supporting Dev Store, you will be able to install this application on your local PC. And then you will have a sort of like a community reward sharing experience inside and outside the applications. So that's all I can say for now. So I hope you guys stay really tuned within our social media platforms, because we're gonna give you the information. It could come as a surprise, so you wouldn't want to miss that. So yeah, those are the plans.
Thank you, Sean.
Appreciate it.
What is your plan about globalization? Do you have local communities for those users who don't understand English well? What can we expect to see from your platform in the short term, at some point in 2022 or 2023 and beyond, as long-term goals?
All right. Should I go first?
Yeah, sure.
okay?
Sure, please.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're constantly looking into, specifically translated versions within our products, for multiple locations. Unfortunately, in order to successfully deliver our mission and complete our mission, which is, decentralization of political systems and economic systems and business environments through attractive products, okay? Attractive products that can give a mainstream experience, high performance experience. In order to do that, governments around the world are not very cooperative, you know what I mean, right? So unfortunately, we have to be careful when the project is, when the company is releasing some revolutionary or very experimental sort of pro-freedom or libertarian software. You got to be careful, So it's not good if you just be reckless with it. You have to work with your lawyers too. So the matter of globalization and providing translation, the technical aspect is not much of a challenge because there are tools for that. That's not much of a challenge. The actual challenge is actually being careful with the climate, the legal climate of decentralized power systems, and work with environments which are pro-freedom and, you know, they're friendly towards decentralized products. So that's more of a you know, legal political discussion, in my opinion. So carefully, we're releasing our products and translation. Sometimes we will not offer a translation in that language for a purpose, because we want this to become a bit, we want to gain momentum first and then push towards the countries that are very, I would say, careful about blockchain technology. But we want to go with the guys that are friendly first. And if we create enough momentum, you know, together, such as, you know, ecosystems like PlatON, the other countries will have no choice but to accept change. But if you're reckless, you go with the, you know, oh, you know, I think there's a lot of capital in such country, let's just go in, right? You're going to find roadblocks. So you got to be smart about that. So that is my thoughts on how we approach these things, because the technical translation and stuff like that, it's not much of a challenge, you know?
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah, I agree with Sean. The pro freedom, whatever this the legal related stuff, we need to do it carefully, and we need to do it properly and correctly. So that's also the that's remind me the phrase. Actually, it's behind me. It's on the on my screen. That's the quote from PlatON's. We need to do things really carefully and properly. So regarding PlatON, the plan of globalization, yes, we do have, because we need different people from different culture, from different experience to contribute their knowledge to this ecosystem. Because in this digitalized new era, it's the infrastructure, cross-country, cross-culture. It's the, if we do it properly, it will contribute to the global human being. So should not limit it to one region. That's why we do support globalization and welcome contribution globally. Another one is the community in each area, English speaking or Spanish, or I mean, Tokyo, I do expect a Japanese speaking person join us. It's also brainstorming education session as well. So only when we meet and we talk, we debate, then the objectives, what the vision can be shared. And that's the consensus between human. So only the consensus built between human was done, then we can build up distributed good team to get the infrastructure done. Yeah, I agree with Sean. The technical side is not a real problem. So we spend effort, we find good talent, we can do it. But the way of how to make up the consensus, how to share the vision, how to get the echo from the people who didn't know, who didn't aware, that's more like important and difficult. So that's why we try to, as PlatON, as an infra, we really want to get, as explained, get ambassador of community, ambassador for developers from different region. Let's share and debate and build up the infrastructure together. Yeah, back to you. Thank you.
Thank you. I found out that the PlatON privacy computing network is being tested recently. When will the privacy computing network go live? I think this question is for James.
Okay.
Please.
In the PlatON PlatON or the blockchain industry in general, go live means quite different from the traditional platform, traditional world. I used to work in the financial industry for many years, so that go live is really critical. You need to test every single corner to make clear it will not break on the first day, and the business, the deal will done, and the settlement will move smooth, etc., etc. But in the blockchain ecosystem industry, the go live means we have a new idea, we have a new achievement, we want to share with the community, so people were willing to use it, willing to feedback, willing to contribute. So that's the unique part. So that's also why the blockchain industry growing so fast. I would say from my personal experience, all this from consensus algorithm, from POW to POS, then have the layer 2, I was whatever, right, and DeFi, and then so many new ideas, new technology went out in this limited few years. In the traditional industry, it may take 20 years. So that's my feeling. So the go live we will go live this year for version 1 or version 0.1. By that time, I think the community will put a name for it, a good name, or a god from Greece or whatever, right? We do need to play this for fun, but the objective is to get the new technology, as Sean also mentioned, with open source, so people can trust you. You are not doing anything bad. We trust the core blood machine and the clear code, source code. So with this trust in place, the community will forgive or will kind of welcome if there are any bug or whatever happens. That's fine. That's the growth pain. We see it, right? When you grow up, there are lots of painful things, stuff. So that's part of the experience. So my answer to this, it will go live this year with the first version, and be turned, and please use it and send your feedback or jump into it. You contribute, you fix the bug, or get a new version there. Everything will be kind of how to say, it will get the benefit of your contribution. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, James. We'd love to see it go live. So, what is the ecological situation of PlatON and Ascent now? What have you done to advance the ecology? Can we as regular users get involved?
Sean, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. Yeah, so basically, 2022 is very exciting for us. I think the most important thing is our alpha test seasons. So as we release the test net and subsequently the main nets, and we're gonna launch let me correct me. We can't launch, but we're gonna display. We're gonna release a lot of information and actual service footage, and we will progress with grants, and we will gather people from our community to progress with test seasons. So I'm planning to gather, groups of people from the community to actually try out our meta service, our metaverse service. And we're going to release details. I cannot make a promise in terms of the timelines at this moment, but you will see very good content very soon. So, by displaying that and allowing multi-chain ecosystem to develop within this infrastructure layer service, I think that's something that I can contribute to any blockchain, any chain out there will see the value on this, you know? So yeah, we're focused on high performance applications that uses the power of your local machine also. And, you know, that's what I'm dedicated in contributing at the moment to the overall ecosystem, not just our ecosystem, but, you know, a collaborative mindset between chains and projects is the only way to go. So, and that's been proven. It's been proven that Darwin's theory has been incorrect all these years. You know, a competitive model of how life works and nature turns out to be incorrect and very destructive. That's something that we know now, you know, by biologists that have revolutionized our thinking structure. So we have to really live and practice that philosophy within IT. So what can I do for your project, you know, in order for you to be able to help my project? This is a very, like, you can't just say it, but you have to mean it, you know, not in the head level, but in your heart. So we're working hard to provide that and make ourselves the first example. So those are the values and the metaverse service provided through Odin by supporting DAppStore is our focus at the moment. And the Ascent mainnet, you know, it will be used as a very basic layer that allows all transactions to happen there. And the fees are collected in Nitro, and that's going to be distributed amongst people who pledge Ascent, you know. So this is a very decentralized, almost like a universal basic income sort of vision. And, you know, eventually over the years, we want to drive that type of a vision, you know, a universal basic income that's fair for everyone and allow people to essentially be able to live a good living by doing what you love to do, not by being forced into something that you hate to do. So with these products, we want to really materialize that vision, you know. So stay tuned for, you know, these alpha tests, and you know, please stay tuned for the products being released through our roadmap and our, you know, our timeline.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah.
James?
Yeah. So from PlatON's point of view, as there are multi-layer people can join. Also, as we explained it, so PlatON kind of verifiable, right? So everything verifiable. Your contribution will be also verifiable. For example, if you are a kind of the PlatON token holder, then you could practice as a validator. In a sense, kind of in this PlatON universe, there is a distributed virtual central bank, and you will be one of the commercial banks. Just do the ledger, do the mining, and observe the economic model, and do have the voice how this ecosystem should go, etc., etc. So that's for one of the contribution layer. Another one is, as Sean just mentioned, as an IT experts, then the builder who can construct the infrastructure or the layer 2 dApps are always the key. That's a cornerstone for a healthy ecosystem. So and everyone will get the grants, will get the first of all, when you build it up, you got the grants. After you got the dApp ready, you have the your own sub-economic model ready, then you will be the entrepreneur or the owner of this layer 2 ecosystem. So that's one more layer you can contribute. And for example, as a regular user, so I cannot take part of all above, then what it can be done is, even it is just a simple user, you can still, as a visitor, to take part into this ecosystem, to send your feedback and be a, for example, a common data or a how to say, or key opinion leaders. So just pick up PlatON. This area is not good. This bug should be fixed, whatever. So this also will be counted and treated as contribution. So there are multiple angle and multiple layers for almost all this different angle, different person, and it's really appreciated. Yeah, thank you. Get back to you.
Thank you, James. Thank you. Here we have another 5 questions selected from Ascent community. Question 1, what is your long-term vision for the blockchain industry? Who's the one to go
Long-term
first?
vision for the blockchain industry, you know, I can answer that in a very short and sweet manner. It's going to be, in my mind, and the vision that we have in our lab is to be Web3 high-performance applications being powered through a metaverse service. And, you know, the term metaverse is self-explanatory in a sense, but it's an expansion of our reality. And, you know, the correct product being done in a decentralized way, giving power to the people in a distributed manner will be the conclusion, I think, within the next 3 to 5 years. And any service that stems within those ecosystems. I don't think there's going to be a single metaverse service. There's going to be multiple, but there's not going to be, I don't think there's going to be a large number of them. Some of them will do it in a way almost like a replacement of the internet, and it'll become the new internet. It'll become an essential part of our life. Now, we have to do it in a way that empowers people, and that's going to be the winning, that's going to be the game that we play. So in my mind, I call that Web 4, okay? Because Web 3, yeah, decentralization, we all get that, you know, we don't need to explain that, but this is more of an immersive experience where your brain it has a new sort of shift in how you perceive reality. So, because, you know, if you have experienced high quality VR, I know the products are very, very heavy, and we have a long way to go in terms of developing the hardware side. You know, the very convenient models that are really more practical and realistic are coming. They're already here, actually. Some of these models, if you go to, for example, Indiegogo or these, you know, like small project funding, you know, websites and services, you'll find them already, you know. So that's what we're going. That's where we're going. Metaverse, Web3, high performance applications, and decentralization. That's where everybody's going, I think. Back to you. Yeah.
Thank you. That's a good point about Web 4. Yeah. What kind of Ascent dApps are we expecting in the short future after launching the mainnet? I think this question is for you, Sean, please.
Okay, so the first application that we want to push and support is the dApp Store. So because when we support it through our Odin technology, it stops being just a site. It's going to be like the front end aspect of something like Steam. But in the back end, we're going to allow your computer to utilize the full power of your machine. So it will not stay within just the confinement of what a browser can express. As a matter of fact, you know, we're conceptualizing, and we do have the architecture to put the browser inside the metaverse service. And that's how we're going to go. So the first application that we want to push hard is, you know, supporting the dApp Store and allowing Ascent to become a standard meta currency within this ecosystem. So that is the first application that we're going to push. And then there's going to be more details, like really soon. All I can mention is going to be in a very near term, we're going to release more information of a service, a new service which we are already testing in our labs. So that's very exciting, and that's going to add value to all ecosystems, all chains, you know.
Thank you.
No problem.
Majority of investors. James want to say something?
No. I think that's pretty good. Just please go ahead.
Okay.
Majority of investors are focused on the price of the token in short term instead of understanding the real value use case of the project. Could you tell us the benefits for investors to hold in long term?
Okay, so we have specific reward systems. There's going to be a release of our tokenomics 2.0, okay? And I'm very excited about this because it's going to provide a much more deeper understanding, because our tokenomics has expanded. And we've been working so hard, we haven't had time to release marketing information because we're more focused on development. And some people think, you know, I'm from a developer background, so you know, but we do have finalized a conceptualization, and we're going to release materials, I think very short term, like really short term about our tokenomics 2.0. And then you're going to see a focus on the pledging system there, and you will see more details on how the Ascent holders can actually use our meta currency in order to gain benefits by pledging it into our products. It's a very unique value. And yeah, we're going to release footage of actual in-service engine running, and we're going to quite frequently start releasing this material.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Is there any additions you wanted to add on?
Yeah, I don't have any special addition for this one. I totally agree with Sean.
Sure. Everyone, tips for everyone. We will close the assets in 1 minute. So come on, guys, just scan the QR code, and for the lucky draw by the end, who is the lucky guys? Oh,
I gotta hurry up and do the QR now.
Yeah, just grab your phone to scan the QR code now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me know when you're done.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
All right.
Let's move on. What are the advantages of using your platform, and is it friendly for beginners like me? Also, what is your most important next priority? Do you have enough funds and a strong community to achieve the goal?
Yeah, so I see that, yeah, short answer for that. Yeah, we do have enough resources and partners, and we're progressing with a very specifically designed business schedule and timing. We also always monitoring the market at the same time. So it's a very strategic game we're playing. So it requires a lot of patience from the community side. We do have enough infrastructure to ignite and build even more momentum. So we're safe in that aspect. So we're relaxed and just working hard at the moment. And regarding for the beginners, you know, eventually at the point where we gain momentum through our new services with the tokenomics 2.0 being released, and actual in-game, I call it in-service, because this is not a game. It's not a game, but this metaverse aspect and Web3 integration into it, these concepts, you know, require a very user-friendly, which the user is already familiar with, you know, like Play Store, App Store, these sort of UI, they're very friendly. You don't need to educate them to use them. You don't need a tutorial. So I suggest you guys really keep an eye on the Dev Store, because that is the first DApps that we are supporting and allowing it to launch our metaverse applications through there, running on the infrastructure layer of the Ascent chain as the main chain. So looking at that, you will find it that it's very easy and friendly to your eye, something that you're already familiar with. So that's the place to go for absolute beginners. So we want to give you a seamless user experience, so you don't need to be researching, studying, reading books to use blockchain applications. Okay.
Thank you.
Back to you. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have token buyback or token burn plans so as it increases security, hence increase token value and attract the investor in return?
Okay, so that's a question for me, right? That's the Ascent community, right? Okay,
Yes.
okay. So yeah, so the testnet that we're running right now, the architecture is designed to burn 15% of the nitro. So we don't call it gas, we call it the nitro. So 15% of the fees that are paid to maintain the chain are burned, and that's from the architecture layer. So yeah, we do have a default burning mechanism, and we hope that this can in time increase the value and yeah, increase the value by decreasing the circulating amount, and at the same time with labor and actual service and products, we want to focus more on that area, because if you're burning without actual user-friendly actual products that a non-blockchain user can just feel excited just by looking at it at a glance, then this cosmetical burning doesn't make sense to us. So we need something that they can install and feel the software, experience it right away without understanding any technical side. That's where we're focused, and that's where our burning architecture makes sense. Back to you.
Thank you. Okay, all the questions have been answered for communities, and thank you for you both sharing. And is there anything you guys wanted to talk about to our communities as well, Sean or James?
So I like to say, I'm very excited about PlatON. I'm very happy to be here, and I really respect James' point of view. I feel so happy that I can share this sort of philosophy, because it's something that is extremely necessary in our society. So I feel more comfortable in working together, creating more value. So in time, as we release these services, I will work more actively with our team to communicate more and actually build something beautiful together. So I really appreciate the community giving me this opportunity to share this information with you guys. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah. Back to you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
James?
very good. Yeah, I want to thanks first of all the community, and also thanks. We do have in Japanese called N, so we have N, and we came together. So it's a great opportunity to work together with Sean, with his excellent team. I do foresee there is a bright future. Of course, there will be painful time. There will be many things happen, but there will be a quite interesting, exciting cooperation moving forward.
Yeah.
Thank you, James.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
both of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Glad to hear.
Thank you very much.
So we will randomly pick, or we'll randomly collect 5 users from the pool. Here is our lucky draw.
Wow.
Here we go.
Oh, that's
Stop. Congratulations. There are 2 users came out, and congratulations. Another round. Here we go. Stop. Congratulations. There are 3 users came out. Is that you, Sean? Oh, no.
No, I don't see me either.
Okay. Maybe
Oh,
next
man.
time.
Yeah, I do want to see in the future, the pop-up ID will not be a centralized email address. Instead, it's some unique
Mhm.
distributed DID, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you everyone to watching this video, and hopefully you guys enjoying, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, James.
Yeah,
Thank you so much,
see you next
guys.
time. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
You have